Hey everyone, if you have a 3rd gen 4Runner or the equivalent Tacoma and you're having a rattling shifter, I'm going to show you how to fix it. I've already fixed this one, as you can see. No more wobbles, so stay tuned for the video. All right, anybody got one of these? 3rd gen 4Runner or Tacoma? Super wobbly. Let's get this fixed. It's a 12mm nut that's got to come out right here. This bolt passes through. Probably need some new lithium grease on there when you go to put this, you go reinstall this. White, disconnect that. And there's a C-clip right here. Let's pop this off. All right, so once you get that C-clip off, this little C-clip right here on this other side is linkage, you can see the blue dust from the old bushings that have disintegrated. So that's what we need to replace. Those bushings go in here. So I'm going to get this unplugged and then get it cleaned up. We probably got an opportunity to clean all the 26 years of nastiness, 25 years of nastiness up in this thing too. So, all right, I got this bushing kit on Amazon, RLB Tac F Tac 182, pretty cheap. I think they were like $5 or something like that. Once you get it all cleaned up, it's a 4-piece kit. So once we install the 2 bushings into here, you've also got, that's where most people mess up. They'll just replace these 2, which gets rid of, you know, this slot. But there's also this slot that goes this way, and you got 2 bushings that are down in here. So you've got to remove this, all these bolts here, take this assembly out, then change those 2 bushings out as well, and it should be like new. There's like a little rubber boot that keeps us protected from moisture right here. And there should be a 12mm nut on this side as well. I feel it now. There's got some torque on it. Let's try not to drop that. Might be a nightmare to find. leader already. That's cute. Let's push this bolt. Man, it's tight. I'm really trying to do this the easy way instead of taking this whole thing apart. I don't know if that's the easier way or the hard way. Here, you'll kind of have to fight with this little boot right here on the bottom, but I think you gotta, in order to take it apart, you had to, actually this might be easier. Let's take these out, some positioners, this. Let's pop these out. See if we can push these little grommets that hold at least one side. Hopefully it doesn't disintegrate. Same with this side. Now that little boot, it's like flapping down now, so now you can get your hands in there. That's definitely the easier way to do it. Now, I should be able to pass that bolt. It's coming now. That bolt out. Right. Now, I'm sure these are totally disintegrated. Yep, there's nothing left of those. So, I don't know if you can see, but you gotta put, just like this, these new bushings will go in on this side. Get my hand in there. No. Drop it right. Got that one in. One more. This side might be a little easier, I don't know. And that one's in. Now, just have to reassemble this. And it looks like I'm gonna need a tetanus shot. That's great. loose. There it goes. Got it. All right. Let's get that nut. Look, there's a clip. Dash clip. Oh, what is that? There it is. So let's get this nut back on now. Let's be careful not to drop it here. It's 12 millimeter. All right, that's pretty tight. All right, let's not forget to pop these back up. Pop your little grommets back into position here. I think there's four or five of these total that you could take the rubber all the way off, but I would just try to swing two, take two off and then swing it down instead of taking it all the way off. That's up to you guys though. Let's get this, oh no. I'll light back up here. Wants to stay. There we go. Let's pop this one up. I told you to use some pretty good rubber because this stuff's still like super pliable after 25 years. Pop your little positioners back in. This one back in. All right. Now, Zap this back down. These are 10 millimeters. Get them started first. They're all the same length, so you don't have to remember which one went where. So we start these by hand first. I see a lot of people using that impact way too much. You're gonna be pretty mad at yourself if you send one of them bolts in there and cross thread it. Just to be safe than sorry. It takes an extra couple minutes, but find it. There it is. Make sure you're not pinching anything. Don't want to pinch any of this harnesses. Snug these back up. All right, let me go get cleaned up right quick. Plug this back in. I can plug this up how it was first. Plug this up. It's definitely tight going back in. don't do that. I got that linkage kind of bound up right there. That back loose again if I don't have to. Yikes. There it goes. Bend that back down. Let's put the bolt in it first. Let's keep this from coming apart. Definitely want to hook that linkage up first before you put this bolt in. This linkage up. So reverse order, you got a bushing, put this bushing on right here. Now let's put this linkage on. I have to do it before you put this bolt in. Let's pull our bolt back out. Let's bolt back out. Pull it back out. Ah, that's why. Duh. Release this right here. You want to be able to move it forward. All right. No wonder. A little guide pin over here. All right. Now let's pop that in there. not gonna tighten that down just yet because I want to make sure I got all this linkage lined up right first. Pay real close attention to when you connect this little, you can't really see it with the way my video is set up, but there's a white piece right here, and there's a little pin that goes in a notch. Just make sure that thing is lined up before you put your screws back in it. I really like to use the screwdriver where I can because, you know, truck's getting old. It's probably not a great idea to use an impact on all this plastic. Should be 3 screws. It's all lined up good. Okay. Let's reassemble the rest of that linkage. I deformed my little C-clamp a little bit here. Might have to take some pliers and just kind of straighten it out, tighten it up. You don't want this to pop off. Should be good right there. Forget your other bushing. The bushing that goes right here, like that. And then you put your little retaining clip on. C-clip. Sorry, I might be in the way of the camera right here. Ow. Alright, it's back on. Good pop. Fix these harnesses back to where they were. Actually, I'll do that in a second. I'll screw it down first. Forget to put your little harnesses back to where they were. Oh my goodness, look at that, guys. That's like a new car. That's gonna be a huge difference. This harness goes in there. That's it. Pretty easy job. I mean, it's really like new now. Actually, before I forget to tighten this up, might be even better now. I think I need to buy a new quarter drive ratchet. This old Craftsman cheap one is junk. Too tight. There we go. I mean, look at that, guys. That's like a new vehicle. All right. I mean, it's not a super easy job, but not horribly complicated. You're going to get a little cut up. I mean, no more than maybe 30 minutes to an hour, depending on your skill level. That's the first time I've ever changed one. I looked at the parts breakdown though, and it looked pretty simple. So, all right, give it a shot. If yours is wobbly, it won't be anymore after about a $5 fix. I'll link the parts in the description. But yeah, it's just a little 4-piece kit from Amazon. I mean, it's made in China, but I imagine they'll last for a pretty good while. All right, take care, everyone.